Hello and welcome to Rushton Caravans and Motorhomes. This is an Elddis Rambler 21.4. Going to demonstrate some of the key features and benefits as a reminder video of things to look for and how to operate whilst using the caravan. At the front of the caravan here we've got our Alco stabilised hitch, which works on friction pads within the hitch head here. We need to make sure that the ball on the toe from the toe ball is completely dry and has no rust on it or any grease. That will allow then the gripping pads inside to grip the ball in the right way to reduce snaking. We've also got automatic trailer control, which is indicated just here. If you've got 13-pin connections on the back of your car, you'll be able to operate the automatic trailer control, which is like ABS braking, and if you do start to lose control, it will apply the brakes either side without you having to do anything to regain control. Inside the front cabin is a gas locker, so this can have space for 2 gas bottles, which need to be strapped in whilst travelling. No gas can leak inside the cabin, but there are holes in the floor, so any gas that does escape from the bottle can just drop. As we come round, our fresh water pump would fit in just here, and that we'd make sure that our Akerol is full before filling up and getting the water pump, put the submersible part beneath the water pump, beneath the water line, and then into the side of the van. We've got a 110 amp battery which is fitted here. We need to make sure the battery is on at all times, whether you're using the mains or you're not. The 12 volt system from the battery is the main circuit on the system, so whether you're on hookup or you're not, please make sure your battery is on board and go from there. Your mains hooks in here, and behind you've also got then the opportunity to plug into an on-site aerial system, and you've also got your motor mover isolator just there. As we come back, we've got our all-wheel drive mover here. We've then got our toilet, which is just here. With the cassette, when you're looking to empty the system, we lift the orange handle and we pull out. You're actually on wheels with an extendable handle. When you're at the emptying point, bring this orange tube round, take that grey cap off, lift up, and we're going to then press the orange button here, which will release the air pressure, which will make it a lot quicker and smoother. Once you've rinsed it all off and the grey cap comes back on, bring it back to the caravan, twist that one round there and bring this slide back, and the blue chemical goes directly in there. When you're finished, make sure it locks back down into that position there. We've got access under the bed just there, and we've got our fridge vents just here with an external barbecue point there and a wet locker just there. As we come in, we've got our 12 volt isolator on this far left hand side, so turn it on, that will give us power. We've then got our entry lights and lights here as well. So once we're on here, we can then look at the mains control, and we can look at the temperature. So we can run it off gas, electric, or a combination of the both. So for example, we're plugged into mains currently. I can then switch it on to 2.9, which is the ampage, and we can choose the temperature. We can then also have a fan setting just to move air around, or we've got a slight warmer air here. If you want to use the gas, you just switch it on using that one there. So you've got electric 1, electric 2, electric 3, so different ampage just there. If you want to use the gas, just that top one here. If you want to use gas and electric, it's that one there, or off is just there, and that's the temperature that you would be then choosing. To go back to the main menu, press this button here. This bottom one says pump. When your Akerol is full outside, we need to make sure that we press that pump button to allow, when we turn the hot water on or we turn cold water coming through, we need to make sure that that pump button is on just there, otherwise nothing will flow. We've then got our water heater, and we can either run it on economy, on electric, or on gas. And then we also have a boost function, so we can use it on electric or gas, which will take power away from the space heater to put it to the water heater if you want hot water quicker. And then you've got your voltmeter just there. Underneath the off-side front bed is your mains consumer unit, where you have your trip switches and your fuses. There is a blue button there, the test button, next to the main breaker. If you are on site and you've plugged in but you're not getting any mains power through, if you press that button like so, if it trips out, it means the mains power is coming into the van. If it doesn't, it means that either the plug point that you're plugged into or the mains cable that you are using is faulty. In terms of your oven hob and grill, we need to make sure that this lid goes fully up before any gas will flow through. You've then got an electric ring and 3 gas, and they're controlled, the electric there, and then you've got your gas ones as well. You've also got your grill pan just under there, and you've got your oven in here. On this left hand side there is a label which has got the serial number on for this particular oven. If you ever need any spare parts, they're the numbers that you'll need. Underneath you can then see a mains plug, and that is the electric mains isolator for the electric ring on the hob. With your fridge, you're going to operate by turning on just here. You can choose mains, gas, or the car battery. And the reason I say car battery, that is because it will only maintain the temperature that you've set, so you need to put it on the mains or the gas prior to leaving, cool it down, and then with the 13-pin connection on the car, it will then make sure it maintains that temperature. It will only maintain that temperature though whilst the ignition is on and the engine is running. With the mains, just nice and simple, choose mains and choose your temperature. With the gas, again, very similar. It's an automatic ignition, so then once it's lit, you'll then be able to choose your temperature from here. If, for example, like now, I don't have any gas that's on, it will try and light, and then eventually it will fault out, and this red one here will start to beep, because we're asking it to cool down using a power source that it can't do. If we need to reset the fridge, we can just hold this button in for 3 seconds. To open, press those 2 buttons in there, and you've got your freezer at the top, and the rest of it is your fridge. At the back here, behind the vegetable crisper, is again the serial number on for this particular fridge freezer unit, and please, if you do need any spare parts, they're the numbers that you'll need. Your microwave is a fully fitted, factory fitted microwave. It's vented, so it does not need to come out whilst travelling. However, it is always best to take the plate out when you are travelling and put it somewhere safe, because it will rattle around and smash otherwise. In terms of storage whilst travelling, you want to make sure that the heaviest items are over the axle, and we're spreading those out, and so we can have some weight towards the front, but we don't want too much, and we want to make sure our cupboards are empty and everything is on the ground so nothing can fall. We've got our shower just here, and it's kept in place whilst travelling by that little catch, that door. Really important, so then when we're travelling it's not going to rattle around and break. As we come round into the washroom, you've got your vanity unit there, you've got heating ducts as well, and then the toilet is a rotational bowl, so you can move it around, and then you've got a grey catch just here. Push it towards the bedroom wall to open, use the toilet, and then use your flush, which is that blue button there. When you're finished, make sure this catch goes back into the middle, because that will stop any smells coming back up, but it will also be helpful when that one lights up just there. That's when you need to empty the cassette, as I explained earlier in the video, and that will allow you then to be able to slide the cassette out properly, because it's back in that grey position, the middle position there. In terms of various doors whilst travelling, you've got a number of catches around and straps just to make sure everything's secured in place. You can have access under this bed, which is just there. Plenty of room for storage and accessibility. And those are the key points for the Elddis Rambler 21.4. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask.